Wow, what a crowd. So, I'd like to talk to you about food and ask you what comes to mind when you think of food. It's very basic, it's our nutrition, it's our comfort, it's very personal, but it's also social and it's cultural related. It's a form of art, if you like. However, the industry behind food is a bit less romantic. Actually, agri-food is responsible for almost 30% of global greenhouse gas emissions. And I know it's a bit of a different number, but this is according to the United Nations. And it has to do with waste, it has to do with animal farming, it has to do with distribution, with production. All of these are huge contributors. And so if we want to treat global warming, there is no way to do that if we don't treat and disrupt the food chain as we know it today. Now, this is a very, that doesn't work. Okay, this is a very unsustainable, inefficient, and very complex value chain. And it's one of the biggest consumers of our land and freshwater resources. So, in between climate change and the growing population, this $7.2 trillion industry is facing a very growing unsolved need. And that is how to address this very close upcoming food crisis. Now, food security is really high up there in the top agenda of policymakers, whether it's in state level, our industry, and even all the way to consumers that are now having a growing awareness to the impact of food on their plates, on climate. And this is the reason, no matter how bad this passing year has been, not only for the food tech industry, but also others, food tech investments will keep on growing. We've actually seen a 20% increase since 2020 in food tech investments. And although 2023 may seem to be a very challenging year, it is actually a very promising one, leaving the more resilient, the more commercially viable, the more scalable startups out there. And so as investors, we have a lot of opportunities out there for investing in the right startups that will remain. Israel, in that sense, is one of the best places in the world to find deep tech, early stage innovation around food tech. It's over $1 billion of investments in the passing 2 years in food technologies. And this is the home for some of the most innovative, well-funded startups in the world, such as Believer, formerly known as Future Meat, you're going to meet them later on, such as Remilk, one of OurCrowd's portfolio companies that has just closed a deal with food giant General Mills, and more and more and more. We've actually seen a 26% increase in food tech deals in Israel in the passing year, which is a great indication for the growth this segment will keep on seeing in Israel. And this is all due to a very unique combination between this amazing entrepreneurial culture that we have here, the abundant know-how that we've accumulated via academia and research centers in Israel around different areas of agriculture and biotechnology and even cybersecurity, streaming data into this space. But most importantly, we have a very unique structure here, a very tight community that breeds these innovations and supports it, as well as government-funded platforms that allow this innovation to grow. And such is Fresh Start, which I'm so proud to be running along with the amazing team of people that we have. We are an Israeli Innovation Authority incubator. We're backed by the best of global financing experts such as OurCrowd and Finisterre Ventures, and with local food giants such as Tnuva and Tempo, investing across the value chain in different breakthrough technologies, like blue tree technologies taking sugar reduction out of natural beverages, for example, like Profuse enhancing cultivated meat, for example, and many, many more. And in the end of the day, we all feel the sense of urgency and the passion that comes with it and the purpose that comes with it in order to change the way our industry works. But set aside technology, set aside investments, set aside even this higher purpose that I'm talking about. At the end of the day, this is food, which means it has to be tasty and it has to reach the plates of consumers. And what better way to test that than simply cooking it?